our body feels. See how we feel. So he's constantly checking in on us to see where we at energy wise and at a physical. I don't look ahead at stuff like that. I know we do got a brutal schedule with what is it, the 5 and 7 nights deal. I know we got a lot of those, but it just comes down to just take it one game at a time.
Reggie talked a little bit about you meet up with a lot of the guys in summer. We saw you in Vegas too, working out with T-Man, Reggie. How has it been for you, making sure you just go and get some work with a lot of the guys, and how has that transition for you in camp too as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, just taking ownership of being a leader. I think it just, the more that we can get everybody on the same page, the more everyone is comfortable with one another. It's just going to be for the better. So I really wanted to continue on, growing with these guys. I'm here and I want to be here long term. And so by that, it's, just continuing and establishing relationships. I didn't love how we ended, but I love how close we got towards the end of the season last year. And mainly, I was a genuine, I wanted to just be around my guys.
About being in a leadership position and being kept with younger guys who took the money your way, so to speak. What were some of the things you wanted to impart into them primarily, not only just for the strategy, but moving forward?
I think just how to compete. I think, I'm trying to share that with them, just how to compete, how to play every possession. That's really, I mean, a lot of these guys are talented and different parts of the game, can do things that I couldn't do. So they've got, their natural gifts. But, just teaching them how to compete, how to be a pro, how to come in, get your work done and, just enjoy the game. But I think that's the biggest thing I just try to, instill into them is when you're out there, man, give everything you got, play every possession, and, we'll live with the results.
How much are you seeing yourself just as a leader in the ball? Obviously, what you got last season coming into this season, and like I said, hitting teammates and things like that.
I think, honestly, I think I've grown in that area, just from a standpoint of being a little bit more vocal, just wanting to be involved, wanting to put things together. I've definitely seen myself grow in that area. But, again, all of it really came down to it just being organic. Fact of the matter, I missed being around this group. We just had a fun time last year.
What's it like having all these 27 draft guys years ago, being a teammate with Eric Bledsoe, Leslie Johnson, the coach now, what's it been like connecting with those guys that you can't really leave?
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. We came into this thing together. So, we forever bonded in that way. It's just awesome to look back at it. 12 years, here we are, repping the same team and having a common goal. But it just put things in perspective, how crazy, time flies. And, here we are, year 12, still going.
Yeah. When you think about your early days in Indiana, I know that keeps coming up, Indiana ball, all that stuff. Have you reconnected with your old teammates, like those guys who, when you were a rookie, like that guys like Danny Granger, those guys to just get their perspective on how to be a year 12 guy now?
No, not necessarily, but I know I still talk to, all the veterans that, that been in my career from those indie days. I still talk to D. West. I still talk to Roy Hibbert. Still talk to G. Hill. Still talk to D. Grange. Obviously, Dante's here with me now. Brandon Rush. I still talk to those guys. That group will forever have a special place in my heart. because they essentially, helped mold me into a player I am now. So, I still talk to them, not necessarily about year 12 stuff, but, they just help in a lot of growth and steps that I've taken.
You worked out this summer quite a bit with Justice, it looked like. I know in Miami, to be able to play point guard and center at times, you're a smart guy, you have a reputation. What are there any examples you've seen from camp where he's kind of flashed basketball like you that maybe sets him apart?
Yeah, I mean, he's just one of those guys that are just effective because they're a positionless player. And to me, I feel like those are the most dangerous guys because they just get everything on the floor. Their IQ, they understand, body positioning, they understand, plays ahead. To me, I feel like those are the best players in the league, guys that you just stick anywhere and he's the guy that necessarily doesn't show up in stat sheets, but affected the game in so many ways, just with his IQ plays. But he's had a lot of them from, seeing passes, throwing some good passes, spacing the floor, running the floor. He's had a lot of moments like that. And, I've always appreciated Justin's game. And I'm a guy that obviously plays both ends, and he plays both ends. So, and he's a competitor. I've competed against him a bunch of times. So I appreciate him here, and I appreciate his game. So I'm a fan of J-Dub.
You're talking about the bond that this team has developed, the closeness, and how you kind of missed it. I'm wondering when you look back on that run of the Western Conference Finals, particularly being in the Western Conference Finals, is there any moment you want to relive, like you want to feel that again, get back to the Western Conference? Is there one moment that sticks out to you, or is it even the end and how it ended that will drive you guys this season, or drive you in particular?
I guess the moment was Game 4 in LA against Utah. Or was that Game 5? What was it when Kawhi got hurt?
Game 4.
Game 4. I guess that's the moment that we wish we could relive and have a different, result to the ending of that. Hopefully him making it out of there healthy. And then who knows what happens from there. But, that's it. Can't change the past. Injuries happen. I thought what it did was allow us to see what we have without Kawhi there. And I guess get us prepared for what's to come this year until he's back. But, I thought it gave us a spark that, we needed. For a lot of us, it was really our first time being back in that situation and being on that stage where Kawhi's been on that stage and has won, currently on that stage. So I think for a lot of us, it was kind of a, all right, we know what we got, we know what we can do. He's done it. Now it's our turn to show it. So I thought it was a moment like that for a lot of guys on our team.
You're getting 2 wins away from getting to your first NBA Finals. Is that something that pushes you even more now? Like that feeling of getting that close?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whenever you think about being one series away from finals, that has to drive you going into the next season that you're that close. And couple plays, couple possessions, couple quarters, the game is so small at that point. But if you can fix those corrections going into the summer, be prepared, more prepared going into next season, of course it'll drive you.
It goes out with you were so frustrated last week and granted the Rams just being from LA, like what did that mean? Did you have what was that moment like for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. My dad is a Bronco and big time Rams fan. Ever since they was in LA originally. And so, I've always, been a fan of the Rams. They've always been a team that I liked and rooted for because of my dad. And so it was cool. It was a cool moment. I presented the jersey to my dad when I got back home. And, you know, it just meant a lot. It meant a lot for me to accept it there, and it meant a lot for him to receive it from me. So, you know, it's cool being a kid from here now. I have a son. My son will have a football team. He'll be a Rams and Broncos fan. So, you know, it's just dope, you know, that football is back in LA. And, you know, we got a real team that, you know, could actually, you know, win here. The two teams, I mean, the Chargers is you know, doing their thing in LA as well. But I can't root for them because they're in my team division. So it's just good to have, you know, sports all around. And LA just being a pinnacle for it.
All right, yeah, thank you.